G'day guys, Briz Productions here at the beautiful Adelaide Convention Centre here in Adelaide, currently attending AVCon, and we're joined right now with a very special visitor. We are joined by Zumbo Blackheart. How are you going?
Very well, thank you.
Very good to hear. For those viewers who don't know who you are, could you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I am from Adelaide. I've been cosplaying for 6 years now, making cosplays for 5, and I like to cosplay from all different fandoms.
That is actually really good. As you've attended as well, what was the first ever convention you ever attended here, like in Adelaide or anywhere else?
Well, in Australia, the first one was AVCon.
Oh, what a coincidence! Because it happened to be one of mine as well, which is like we like to see. And we're looking at right now your beautiful cosplay, which is amazing. Could you please tell us what this cosplay is? Thank you.
Yeah, so it's a wrestling cosplay based off of Penta, who's an independent wrestler.
Oh, very good. And what kind of promotions does he do at the moment, if we speak?
He does all sorts of stuff. He was actually in Melbourne a couple of weeks ago with World Series Wrestling as well. Yeah, so he's a very big...
Oh, very good. So if from all the different cosplays that you made over the years, what happens to be your favourite cosplay that you ever done in your life?
It sort of changes every time I make a different one. I love just every single one as I make it, but my favourite would be Impa from Hyrule Warriors.
That is actually amazing, because I've been a fan of yours, for about a year or two right now. And let me tell you, my favourite cosplays that you've ever done were the wrestling ones from WWE or the Independents. My favourite. But my favourite one of yours happened to be Carmella from WWE.
Yeah, Carmella's a very popular one, and that's a really fun one for me to do.
The question is, though, did you actually meet her at Oz Comic Con in Melbourne this year?
I was very lucky to meet her. I got a photo with her, and she actually signed one of my cosplays that I made of her.
All right, I'm completely jealous right now. But if I may ask you, how lovely was she, though, when you went up to her and you showed her photos of your beautiful cosplay of her? Were you just like down to the ground?
Yeah, she was actually really nice. And I had a friend with me who was showing her photos of my cosplays, like of me in them. And the first thing she said was, she goes, "Oh, I know you." So that I fangirled a little bit. So.
Oh, at least she cares about what you've done and what you've done as well. Yeah, but if I may ask you, which cosplay happened to be the most difficult one you've ever done in your life?
That would probably have been Impa. It was a sort of like a 2-year build. So over the course of like a year or two, I remade every single piece at least once or twice. So that was the most difficult one for me.
Part of that process, what was like the most difficult technique that you ever did throughout that process?
That one was probably creating the hairline on the wig. So I had to glue a whole new hairline, and the styling of the wig was very intense. Yeah,
because I remember seeing a thing, was it last year you had it on? Was it? Couple of years ago, that's it. Because I remember when I attended my first convention back then, it was actually a really good detail on like what you've done so far, what you've created. It's just amazing what you can do with your mind. If I may ask you, what advice would you give anybody though who's starting to cosplay or wants to cosplay, but just what they want to do in the future?
I think the best thing is to follow a lot of cosplayers on social media, a lot of YouTube and stuff, because you can just gain a lot of tips just from watching other people, and just try to make friends within the community and work alongside people, because working alongside people you can really learn a lot.
That's actually really good advice, and giving back to the local community, making kids happy as well. When you see little kids like look at you, and it's like, does it melt your heart when you're thinking, this kid like looks at me, he sees so much in me, and like what I've done to make a favourite character come alive.
I actually don't cosplay a lot of characters that children know, but I'm excited for tomorrow. I'll be cosplaying Spider-Man for the first time, so I do anticipate a lot of kids will be quite happy with that. So it's a really nice feeling when kids come up to you and they just sort of like adore you for the character that you're cosplaying.
We'll keep a look on that for the whole weekend, as I'll be here as well, along with my cameraman, who's currently going to be here as well. But before we even go, I'd like to say that the most famous one I've ever seen you done was the Young Bucks. Your cosplay of that was just amazing. The stream is coming out, even when Nick and Jack looked at it, and it's like, it was just amazing. Yeah,
it was really cool. They actually acknowledged it on Twitter and retweeted it, and they said it was a really good job, so that made me feel really good.
And who was your partner there, who was the other Young Buck, if I may ask?
That was actually a friend from school. So that was she's not a cosplayer, but every now and then I get her to do wrestling cosplays with me. She's done Bailey before as well. So you should use my partner in crime for wrestling cosplays.
That is amazing. But where can we find you, like on social media and such, if you want to give our fans over here just where we can find you?
I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Zumbo Blackheart. I've recently gone onto TikTok as well, so that'll be hopefully getting some good stuff over the weekend. Yep.
All right, thank you for joining us here on Briz Productions. We hope to see the rest of you here at AVCon right now with these amazing cosplayers and guests that are coming up very soon. We'll see you very soon. Briz, and we are out. If you'd like to check more videos here on Briz Productions, why not check some of the videos that are currently right here, right now. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the videos with any of your mates in particular. I'm Briz, and see you next time.